Hey students, in our last lecture of business research methods, we have discussed about chi-square test, and we have discussed that it is a test or statistical measure for cross tabulation. In this lecture, we will discuss about analysis of variance, also called ANOVA. So when the means of more than two groups or populations are to be compared, analysis of variance is the appropriate statistical tool. We have discussed that till now we have been discussing that we compare the mean of two groups or two populations. For example, we compare the mean of male and female. We compare the mean of sales with advertisement and without advertisement in two areas. But if we consider sales with advertisement, without advertisement, or another group, means now we are comparing the mean of more than two groups or more than two populations, then ANOVA is an appropriate tool. We can take an example. For example, if we compare the sales of promotion, high promotion, medium promotion and low promotion. Now these are three categories. In our earlier example, we had taken sales with ad and without ad. These were two groups. In this example, we are taking an example where we are considering sales with high promotion, sales with medium promotion and sales with low promotion. So three categories. So if we are comparing means of more than two groups or more than two populations, we use ANOVA. In this example, we are taking three populations, three groups. ANOVA involving only one grouping variable is referred to as one-way ANOVA because only one independent variable is involved. In this example, we are taking one independent variable and one dependent variable. Means independent variable is promotion and dependent variable is sales. So one independent variable and one dependent variable. This type of ANOVA is called one-way ANOVA because only one independent variable is considered. Means we are examining the impact of promotion on sales. So one independent variable promotion, one dependent variable sales. So this is one-way ANOVA. Two variables are there, but we are taking more than two groups: promotion low, promotion medium, promotion high. So three groups, but only one variable. Independent is promotion and dependent is sales. So only one independent variable, one dependent variable. Because one independent variable is there, that is why we are calling it one-way ANOVA. And why it is ANOVA is being used? Because we are examining more than two groups or population. If more than one independent variables are involved, it is called N-way ANOVA. These independent variables are also called factors. So if independent variable are more than one, then it is called N-way ANOVA. Matlab if these independent variables are two, then we would say it is two-way ANOVA, and so on. Right? So if more than one independent variables are involved, it is called N-way ANOVA. If two independent variables are there, then it would be called two-way ANOVA. In the previous example, we have been discussing the impact of promotion on sales. Then we can take one more independent variable and then we can examine the impact of two independent variables on sales. So the other independent variable that we can take is coupon. So promotion low, high or medium, coupon yes or no, and the impact of these two independent variables on one dependent variable is sales. I would explain once again. We are taking two independent variable in this case, that is why it is called two-way ANOVA. One independent variable is promotion, which has three categories: low, high and medium, and another independent variable is coupon, either yes or no, and then we are examining the impact of these two independent variables on sales, right? And why we are using ANOVA? Because we have more than two types of groups: promotion, low, medium and high. These are three groups, and then two more groups: coupon yes and coupon no. ANOVA is appropriate statistical technique to examine the relationship between categorical independent variables and metric dependent variables. So first we need to understand what are categorical or non-metric variables and what are metric or non-categorical variables. So categorical or non-metric variables are ordinal and nominal scale variables, and metric non-categorical variables are ratio and interval scale variables. I would explain once again. Categorical or non-metric variables are variables in ordinal and nominal scale, and metric or non-categorical variables are variables in ratio or interval scale. So null hypothesis is that the mean of all these population is equal, and the alternative hypothesis would be the mean of all these populations is not equal, or the mean of at least one population is not equal to any other. So even if mu1 is equal to mu2 is equal to mu3 is equal to mu4 and is not equal to mu5, then it would be null hypothesis rejected. If all the means are equal, only then null hypothesis will be accepted. If any one mean will not be equal to any other, then the null hypothesis will be rejected. So this is our example: in-store promotion. This is our independent variable, 3 levels: low, medium and high, and sales is our dependent variable, which is rated from 1 to 10. So we need to understand in-store promotion. This is on ordinal scale and sales is on interval scale. So independent variable ordinal scale, dependent variable is on independent variable is ordinal scale, and dependent variable is on interval scale. So this was all about, not all about, but something about ANOVA. But to examine ANOVA, we need to understand F-test as well. Then we would discuss or elaborate our example further. So the F-test is the key statistical test for an ANOVA model. So while we use ANOVA, then we need to consider the F value. This is a key statistical test. The F-test determines whether there is more variability in the scores of one sample than in the scores of another sample. So if the variability of between two samples is there, the key question is whether the two sample variants are different from each other. When we will discuss this example, it would be more clear. The F statistic or F ratio can be obtained by taking the larger sample variance and dividing by the smaller sample variance. This is the calculation behind F values, F ratio. But if we use any statistical software tools for the analysis of variance for ANOVA, then we do not actually require to make all those calculations. The softwares provide us with all the results, and then we just need to understand what is the purpose, what is actually the meaning of different values, how different calculations should be interpreted. So this is the result from software analysis of ANOVA, analysis of variance using one-way ANOVA. So simply we can see that what we need to see is at the base we can see there's the cell means, level of in-store promotion, leftmost at the bottom, high, medium and low, count 10 each, means in this case we have taken sample from 10 stores where in-store promotion is high, 10 stores where in-store promotion is medium, and 10 stores where in-store promotion is low. And then mean value for sales 8.300 for in-store promotion high, medium 6.200, and low 3.700. So we can see that if in-store promotion is high, the mean is higher, mean of sales, which is taken on a scale of 1 to 10. If in-store promotion is medium, sales is lower comparatively, and if in-store promotion is low, sales is even lower. So the next thing that we need to understand whether these differences are significant or not. We have discussed earlier as well that when we calculate mean using population sample, then we get some mean and there is a difference between means. But whether this difference is significant or not, we need to understand that. Though these differences are quite significant, seeming to be quite significant, still we cannot be sure that whether it is significant or not. This difference should be supported by statistical test. So for this statistical test that has been used is F-test. So to determine or to decide that this mean is significantly different, we need to use F-test, value of F. So we have taken this example with 95% confidence level. For 95% confidence level, we need to see that F value, if F value is greater than 0.05, then we can excuse me, if the taking 95% confidence level, 95 minus 100, 100 minus 95 is 5. 5 taken as a percentage is 0.05. So if F value is greater than 0.5, we need to accept null hypothesis. If this value is less than 0.05, we can reject null hypothesis. In this case, we can see that on the top rightmost F prob is 0.000. This means our null hypothesis is rejected. This means the difference in means is significant. This means excuse me, this means the in-store promotion influences sales. With high in-store promotion, sales is high. With medium in-store promotion, sales is medium, and with low in-store promotion, sales is low. This difference in mean is significant, and that is why we may say that with difference in in-store promotion, the sales is different, and that is why we can say that in-store promotion has influence on sales. And how we have decided that this mean is significantly different, seeing this F prob value 0.000, this is less than 0.05. This means we can reject null hypothesis of equal means. Then another example for n-way ANOVA. So in this case, we are using two-way ANOVA. Two independent variables are there. One is in-store promotion on ordinal scale, low, medium, and high. Another independent variable coupon level, nominal scale, yes and no. So two independent variables and one dependent variable, sales on interval scale, rating from 1 to 10. So this is two-way ANOVA. Again, we can see the results and analyze. In this case, again, just see at the left cell means in-store promotion high, medium, and low. Twice high, twice medium, and twice low. So in first case, in-store promotion high, coupon yes, 5 stores sample has been taken, and the mean sales is 9.200. Then in second case, high in-store promotion, no coupon, 5 stores have been taken, mean of sales is 7.400 and so on. Then medium in-store promotion, coupon value, coupon yes no, then low in-store promotion, coupon yes no, and the mean of sales. So this way we can see that there is, what we can see in this analysis, that difference in mean of sales is there, but again we need to find whether this difference is significant or not. Again we go to the top rightmost, significance of F, these values are there. So in-store promotion 0.000, coupon 0.000, even combined 0.000. So this way we can see, we can conclude that null hypothesis can be rejected. It means there is a difference, significant difference in sales, means of sales. It means in-store promotion as well as coupon influences sales. There is a difference in sales with in-store promotion and coupon and so on. So in this example, 5 in-store promotion with high, 5 in-store promotion with medium, coupon yes no and so on has been taken. So this way we can decide, we can conclude that there is significant difference in means of sales. So we can conclude that in-store promotion as well as coupon level influences sales. Sales is different if in-store promotion is high, medium or low, and there is difference in sales if coupon is given or coupon is not given, and that significant difference has been shown by this significance of F. These values are less than 0.05, and that is why we can conclude that null hypothesis can be rejected. That's all for this lecture and for ANOVA as well. We'll discuss more in our next lectures. Thank you.